Number 15, I think? All right, Chief Design Officer. Let's see what I cooked. All right, so first up, this is gonna be the home page. So it's kind of similar to other social media platforms, like the post, obviously the profile picture, but this is gonna be the really cool part. So it's like the threads portion of it, it's sorted by whatever college and then your college and your major and then whatever aspiration you have. And these are the posts, and you'll see like related courses on the right side. And this is if you click in to each individual posting. That's if you hover over someone's name. And then if you click on, this will be like the chat section, you'll see like all the people that you have messages with. This will be like the courses. So you can, this is when you click on education, you can flip between courses and educators. This would be like the courses, the titles. Yeah, it's really just a template, and it's not completely done, but this is kind of what I have so far. This would be like an educator, their background and stuff, and then their top course just automatically populate on the right. Pretty cool. And then you can book a call with them, message them, you know, pretty cool stuff. Yeah, this is what I have so far. And the development team has, you know, they're working on the back end based off this kind of, you know, where do you go to school, what are you studying, where do you work, what do you do, aspiring to be, and then they can kind of build a database so that we can kind of scale it. So yeah. So I gave a pretty big speech. It's my last one. We do like an alumni ceremony in our fraternity, and all the alumni are allowed to give a speech, and because I was, you know, pretty influential in the chapter, I kind of, you know, thought it'd be good to think about what I would have wanted to hear and what I would have needed to hear, you know, if I were 18 or 19 or just rushing again. And also, you know, a lot of people were telling me they were excited for my speech. I kind of had a reputation for, I guess, good speeches. I mean, there was some in the past that I gave good ones, but, you know, in the speech I kind of, you know, maybe it'll surface one day, but I kind of just went over the basics, right? Like how to get started. And I was kind of trying to plant the seed at the first level of awareness, which is that most of them don't realize they have a problem. Most of them don't realize they're just kind of existing, which there's nothing wrong with that, but most of them don't realize that, most of them realize that they want certain things, they want a certain life, but they don't really know what it is, and they don't really know where to start. So my objective was kind of just get them to start asking questions. So I kind of did like, you know, I told them how you think of yourself is who you become. It's, you know, basic principle I've talked about on here too that everyone agrees upon. And just like kind of get them asking the questions of why they do what they do. Why do they scroll? Why do they drink, smoke, whatever, right? And I don't wish, but if I were listening to a past president speech, knowing what I know now, that would be with the route I would have gone. And that's kind of why I went that route. And maybe that changes in a week, a year, 2 years, 10 years, you know, probably a lot will change. I'll probably learn a ton, but that's really the direction I made it to go. And it's weird. I wasn't really sad to let it go. I've always loved the quote, like, I don't remember where I heard it, but, you know, don't be sad that it's over, be grateful that it happened. And I've always been really good about that. I've always been able to take a step back and say, yeah, would I like it to continue? Maybe. It was fun. But the beauty of things is that they have an ending. Very similar to our life. And I think if something were to last forever, it would kind of lose its meaning. And maybe that leads you to the meaning of life. Wow, that's kind of cool. But I think all good things have to come to an end, as the cliche statement goes. And so I've never really had that problem. You know, most of the time, it's the opposite problem. Like I overlap the next thing while I'm still doing the current thing. So like this last semester of college, instead of, doing what a lot of people would do and just partying and going all out, I was, you guys know, I was workaholic, right? Woke up hella early, worked 40 hours a week, starting the business, and my GPA was actually really good. Working out every day, like, didn't drink much, rarely, and I saw a lot of progress within myself, and bank account's starting to climb too, and my personal relationships are getting stronger. So I'm really seeing some progress, and so I'm happy with the decision I made to go all in, and excited for the future. Now, lastly, I was thinking about this in that in the last video I talked about how I was chilling out, but now I think I can kind of build a new routine based upon the new information I have. And I can't remember who said it, when they said it, how they said it, but they said the longer, like if you can just last a little bit longer each time, that's fine. So like most of the time when I used to do things, I would burn out in less than a month. But this time I lasted 4 months. So I can kind of look at the routine, look at what I did, and see if I can, replicate the good parts of it and then tweak certain things that I think could be better. I'll probably cover this more in the next video, but there's a lot of positives to take from it. Pretty successful in, I was pretty much disciplined in every area. Like even my grades were pretty good this semester in comparison to previous, without me even caring about them. It's just, when you have something in check in life, just everything was in check for me. So yeah, everything was falling in the right place. And obviously, I had, the come down and, have to redo a routine and make something else up so that I, can stick with it for a little bit longer. Like, if it was 4 months this time, the next time it's maybe 8 months. But I'm going to kind of work in, like social events so that one, I'm not like a antisocial kid, but, and I can also like work on the skills without having it be in the detriment of what I'm actually trying to pursue, right? So Archi and trading, I still want those to do really well, and I want to keep improving and myself as an entrepreneur and as a trader. So I kind of needed to devise a routine that helps both of those. And I think being able to still be social is very important for entrepreneurship. And even trading, like you want to network with people, you want to know, you have to, the more you know, right? The information that you have would definitely help in trading. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'll kind of think of some stuff, going on a trip with my family, so I'll think of some stuff and update this. But yeah.